Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Debbie, and today we are going to work on our balance. So this will be about a 10-minute video, and I wanted to work on balance today because as we age and get older, our balance becomes one of the things that will actually save us from any slips or falls that we may potentially make as we age. And also, I don't know about you, but I still want to be able to carry my own groceries and get up and down the stairs and use the bathroom all on my own when I'm 80. So we are going to begin today standing. You don't need any props. However, if your balance is not so good, you may want to be near a wall or have a chair ready for some of the poses that we're going to do. So if you need to grab anything, press pause. Otherwise, we are going to begin right away in Tadasana, mountain pose. So this one doesn't look like much, but it is the foundation of everything. So you want to make sure that your feet are hip width distance apart, that your knees are directly over your ankles, your hips are over your knees, your shoulders are over your hips. Roll those shoulders down and away from the ears and palm faces out. Tuck the tailbone in slightly and hold the core. And this doesn't feel like much is going on, but this is a full-on body pose. You are gently thinking about lifting your kneecaps up. I'm just going to turn sideways here so you can see it from the side as well. So you are gently thinking about lifting the kneecaps up the front and finding a point to focus on, keeping a nice stable core. And we are going to close down the eyes if your balance is good and just take 4 deep breaths in and out through the nose. Breathing in, breathing out, keeping the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. 2 more breaths on your own. And if your balance isn't so good, then this is where you can keep the eyes open and just find a focal point to keep your gaze on, and that will help you maintain your balance. And now we are going to come into tree pose. So if you need a wall or a chair, feel free to grab it. Tree pose, you can keep your foot balanced as a tripod with your toes on the ground. You can balance it on your calf, or if you're really talented and you can keep your foot up there, you can balance your foot on your inner thigh, and this way you're pushing your foot into your thigh and pushing your thigh against your foot. My foot always slides, so I am most comfortable doing it with my hand or my foot on my calf, and my hands are going to come to my heart center, and I'm going to find a spot to focus on, and we're just going to hold this for 20 seconds here. And any wobbling is perfectly normal, and this is just about finding your center, and if you fall out, that's perfectly fine. This is a class that is suitable for all levels, so find what works for you. And let's take that to the other side. So again, find the foot position that works best for you. And we are keeping a gentle bend in our left knee, or right knee, sorry, because we are now balancing on our right leg. And left foot is pushing against that calf, or you've got it down here as a tripod with your heel pushing against your ankle. Again, listening to your body. And if you need a chair or a wall here, that's perfectly fine. I have no balance today. I am also struggling. So weaving, bobbing, falling out, all perfectly normal, all part of yoga practice. Not yoga perfect, it's yoga practice. 1 more breath in and out here. And on the exhale, let that go. Just give that a little bit of a shake. We're going to do leg balances here. So we are going to, I'll turn this way, maybe you can see it better. You can either put your arms out in front, you can put your hands on your wrist, or you can hold onto the wall. And we are going to lift one knee up and find a spot to focus on. Pull that navel in towards your spine. Hands can be down by your side, heart center, wherever works for you. The hands really aren't the important thing. And this is where if you need the wall or the chair, feel free to grab it. I'm just keeping my foot flexed. Making sure you can keep breathing in all of these poses. You shouldn't be holding your breath. And let's drop that knee down and we'll take it over to the other side. So bringing that left knee up. Again, finding that spot to focus on directly in front of you. Hands, again, really doesn't matter. If this works for you to help you keep your balance, that's fantastic. If hands on hips work, do what works for you. Keep a soft bend in that right leg. We don't want to lock the knees out. One more breath in and out. And lower that leg down gently. We are going to do some heel raises now. So keeping our feet hip width distance apart. This might be where if you have a chair, you want to grab onto the chair. So you'll be holding onto the chair and you're just going to lift up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Again, make sure you can keep breathing. Hands can go where you'd like, on the hips, in front of you, doesn't really matter. We're going to hold this next one for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. We're going to make our way into chair pose. So again, those feet are staying that hip width distance apart. Push your bum back, bend the knees. And again, hands can go here. You can hold on to the chair. Arms can go up over your head. This is the more traditional chair pose. And we're just going to hold it. Make sure we can keep breathing. Again, find that spot to focus on. Think about keeping a nice long spine. We don't want to round here. We also don't want to have our shoulders hiked up around our ears. Breathing in and out through the nose. One more breath in. And on the exhale, fold forward. Just hang here for a moment. You can shake the head left and right, up and down, yes and no. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Slide the hands up the shins, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And then roll your way slowly back up to standing. And we're going to do that one more time. So we're going to begin in tree pose. And let's do it on the opposite side this time. So whichever leg you used first, use that one last. Make sure you don't step on my cat, Jasper. And find your balance. And keep that breath going in and out. And notice if one side feels different than the other. We want to think about pushing that knee away from us. This is a bit of a hip opener as well, but it's also great for balance. And there's nothing to fix. It's just noticing. For me, I am definitely weaker on my right side than on my left, which is why I have a tendency to wobble a lot more in tree pose on this side than the other. 2 more breaths in and out through the nose here. And gently set that foot down. And let's take it over to the other side. And let me know in the comments if you notice that you have one side that is more unstable, wobblier, weaker, whatever word you want to use than the other. Just know that it's perfectly normal. Our bodies are not symmetrical. We are asymmetrical beings. I don't know if you've ever done the ear test where you hold your hands underneath your ears and you see that one hand is actually lower than the other. And if you haven't done that, maybe give that one a try. Kind of cool. 2 more breaths in and out here. And gently lower that one down. And now we're going to do our one leg balance. So we started on the right leg last time, so let's start on the left. So pulling that left knee up. And if you find it easier to hold on to the knee, absolutely feel free to do that. Again, if you need that chair, grab the chair, keep that left foot flexed. For me, I find it easier if I keep my hands at heart center. I don't know why. Just what works for me. And we're going to hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down slowly. Maybe give a little shimmy shake. And let's take it to the other side. Flexing that right foot, bringing that right knee up. And again, keeping that soft bend in that standing leg. So if you did it opposite to me, that's perfectly fine. And you might feel a little bit of a burn in the thighs, and that's perfectly good. Keeping that core engaged, because the core is important for our center of gravity and our balance. Making sure you can take full, deep belly breaths. And we'll hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, you got it. And exhale, lower down. And let's take this to our heel raises. So feet are hip width distance apart. If you need to go a little wider, feel free to do that as well. But anatomically, heels hip width distance apart works best for most of us. Again, hands where you want them. And we're just going to lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep that abdominal muscles pulled in nice and tight. And if it helps for you to keep a hand on your abdomen so that you have a reminder to keep those abdominals pulled in nice and tight. Make sure you're breathing. Almost there. And we're going to hold the last one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And send those hips back, arms up by your ears for our chair pose. Pulling that navel into the spine. Think about having a nice long back. Try to make sure you can see the big toe in front of your knees so that the knees are not going over the toes. Let's sink a little bit lower here. And just a little bit lower. And now if you really want to challenge yourself, you can lift up onto those toes for 3, 2, 1. Lower everything down. Forward fold. Take the feet out just a little bit wider than hip width distance apart and grasp opposite elbow and opposite hand. Rock a little side to side in the ragdoll fold. And release. Lift up halfway. Fold down. Make your way into a comfortable seated position. And this is where if you want to sit on a blanket or cushion, you can. We're just going to meditate or breathe for 1 minute here. So if you'd like, you can close down the eyes, or you can just let your gaze blur over and just focus on the breath here. We're just going to be silent for a moment. Hands can be doing whatever that you want in your lap. Palms up, palms down, in your lap, doesn't matter. Nice tall spine, shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. And just let your breathing follow its natural rhythm here. And if you've noticed that your thoughts have wandered away on you, just bring your attention back to your breathing. We're about halfway there. We'll take one final breath in together, bringing those arms up overhead as you breathe in. Palms together to touch on the exhale. Bring the hands down through center towards your heart. Drop your chin to your chest, thanking your body for taking you through this practice today. Namaste. I really hope you enjoyed this balancing yoga today. I like challenging myself by doing things like this every once in a while. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know when my next video is going up. Have a great day. Bye.